Welcome to the third biggest city in Russia, Novosibirsk. What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm in a brand new city, the city of Novosibirsk. Novosibirsk, founded in 1696, is now the third biggest city in the whole of Russia and the biggest city in Siberia. In 1696 when it was founded, it was a tiny little village, and then came the 19th century, then came the railroads, and the Trans-Siberian Express came through it. Because of that, this city became incredibly big and incredibly important, and now it's massively important for the whole of Russia and Siberia, especially as a transport hub and for its economy. We begin today in Novosibirsk, right in the center of the city, Lenin Square. Lenin Square is the beating heart of Novosibirsk. It's the center of culture, the center of life, the center of activity. In the center of Lenin Square is of course the statue of Lenin, and radiating out from Lenin are lots of incredibly important buildings for this city, not at least culturally. Here is the Philharmonic Orchestra, here is also the huge opera and ballet theatre, and as well as that there's some governmental stuff too, like the city hall. But this is not just concrete and buildings here. You can also see behind me some grass, trees and some beautiful flowers. This is really the centre of life here in Novosibirsk. Behind me here is the Novosibirsk Theatre of Opera and Ballet. Started in 1945 after the end of the Second World War, this theatre is the biggest theatre in the whole of Russia. It has 2,000 seats, making it even bigger than the Bolshoi in Moscow. This theatre has non-stop throughout the year ballet and opera to an incredibly world-class standard, making this building pretty famous in the ballet world. Inside it's incredibly beautiful, and I hope that I get a chance to go inside sometime on my trip here. Behind me here is Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. Built in 1898, it's a fine example of the Neo-Byzantine style, a style which was so popular in Russia at that time. This church, with its gold dome, its huge sweeping arches and its great brickwork, is a real classical example of this style, and it's one of the best examples in Russia. This church was actually dedicated to Tsar Alexander III, who was the person who first built Novosibirsk, and because of that has a fond place in the hearts of people from this city. Behind me here is the Novosibirsk State Art Museum. It has the most extensive collection of any art museum in the whole of Siberia, with over 10,000 artworks. It has art ranging from the 5th century all the way to the 21st century. And around the museum you can see advertised what sort of art they have inside. So if you look over here on this side, it says Russian art from the 18th century to the start of the 20th century, and old icons, like super old religious icons. And if you have a look over here, it has some more things advertised. It says Soviet art, Siberian art. So it's got a huge mixture from different cultures, from different times of Russian history and Siberian history, and it's super popular, very big, and well worth the entrance fee. Another museum to visit here in Novosibirsk is the State History Museum. This museum has collections about the whole of Siberia, as well as just Novosibirsk. Siberia from the start of human history here in this area, and Novosibirsk from the founding of this city. It's well worth a visit, especially if the weather's terrible, but the weather's great for me today, so I'm gonna keep walking. Behind me here is Novosibirsk Zoo, the most popular tourist attraction here in Novosibirsk. It has over 10,000 different species of animals, and over 150 of those are endangered and in the Red Book. This zoo became really famous and popular in 2012 when it became the home to a very rare animal, a liger, a tiger-lion mix. Just a stone's throw from the main street in Novosibirsk, Krasny Prospect, is this Central Park. It's summer holidays right now, and I can tell because this park is full of families. The Second World War didn't come anywhere near Novosibirsk, but like all Russian cities, the people of this city paid the price. They paid their sacrifice of their lives, of their sons, their brothers and their fathers. Many people from Novosibirsk were sent to fight on the front against Nazi Germany, and many of them died. Because of that, here in the center of Novosibirsk, in Square Slavy, there's something called the Glory Monument, where names of many people who died from this city are written. Furthermore, the contribution of Novosibirsk wasn't only in lives, but many factories were moved from the fronts, which were in danger of being captured by the Germans, and moved eastwards into the Ural Mountains and into Siberia. So here in Siberia, in Novosibirsk, the people here who are still here produced millions and millions of bombs and weapons to help with the final battles against Nazi Germany. The names of those who died are etched in stone here next to the eternal flame in Novosibirsk. Unfortunately, this square at the moment is under reconstruction, as they say in Russian, remont. And because of that, I can't go very close. It's full of workers and lots of building equipment. But here are some pictures of what I could see. Anyone who's seen my videos knows that I really like metro systems. Novosibirsk has an underground metro system. It's pretty good, but it's pretty small. However, it does have one thing which is incredibly unique and very interesting for someone like me. This bridge. This bridge is the longest metro bridge in the world, 2 kilometers long. I really enjoyed my time here in Novosibirsk, but actually I had one complaint. This city in the center, it's very grey. And I didn't really like the style of building I kept seeing, very grey, very Soviet, and not the grand Soviet style that I have come to love. But then I came down to the river, and down the river you can see right here the River Ob. The River Ob is the 7th longest river in the world, and the major river here in Siberia. And this place has really changed my mind about Novosibirsk. Look how green it is, look how blue it is, look how great it looks. I really like this area. And in fact, if you look right behind me across the river, there's even a beach. Slightly outside of Novosibirsk is this, Gorодок, academic city. This city was founded in the 1950s by Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev as an academic and scientific center for the Soviet Union, and nowadays is home to thousands of students of Novosibirsk State University. It's also been likened by many in the West to Russia's Silicon Valley, meaning this is a place where lots of new technology in Russia gets developed. Not in Moscow, not in St. Petersburg, but here in Novosibirsk, Gorодок. Thank you for getting to the end of this video here in Novosibirsk. Unfortunately, while I was there, I forgot to record an outro video, so I'm actually doing it here on holiday in a hotel room. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate a like. If you are from Novosibirsk, please give me a comment. And if you want to see more videos about Russia, about other cities in Russia, about Moscow, about my life in Moscow, I'd really appreciate you just to give me a subscription. It would really help me and my channel. Again, sorry for not filming this in Novosibirsk. I had a slight forgetful moment, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and I just want to say thank you and goodbye.